more episodes. Woohoo! Hello, welcome to Asha Media TV. My name is Asha. If you're new here, welcome! This is my channel where I like to watch and react and review a variety of stuff related to sci-fi, fantasy, and comic books. So in today's video, I will be watching episode 8 of the hit comedy TV series Upload, Amazon Originals. I am super excited because I'm closer, 3 episodes closer to the finale, the season finale, where hopefully all my questions will be answered. But, we'll see about that. But before I get to pressing play for this reaction, I just want to cover a couple of stuff, especially if you're new here. So listen up, don't skip ahead. The first thing being that this is a spoiler reaction and a spoiler review of the show, this episode. So you have been warned, spoilers ahead. And number 2, just in case you've come across some older videos of me reacting to this TV show where I was showing footage and clips, unfortunately, I no longer upload those kinds of videos to YouTube. Instead, I offer a watch-along process, so you get access to the episode on your end, while I have access to the episode on my end, and we sync up using my visual and vocal cues, and we watch the episode together. However, I do offer a stress-free alternate version with bonus content. So if you're interested in accessing that reaction, information about it is in the description box below. Now that I have the basics covered, and assuming you're interested in watching along, let's talk about this episode. So I am sourcing it, of course, from Amazon Prime Video because it's an Amazon original TV show. And I always read the synopsis. I'm a synopsis person, regardless of whatever opinion you have about synopsises. So if you don't want to hear me read it, skip ahead, whatever. But here we go. So episode 8 is called Shopping Other Digital Afterlives. Oh boy. So it's described as after a surprising revelation, Nathan shops for a new digital afterlife. Oh shit, he can do that? With what money? Okay. Sorry. Nora travels to LA to help Ingrid stop him from leaving Lakeview. Ooh, so Nora and Ingrid are going to team up. Okay, all right. So if you watched my previous reaction, then you'll know I was really bummed out about what I perceived they were doing with the character of Ingrid. And one of you were kind enough in the comments to reassure me that there's better stuff to come with Ingrid. So I'm holding out. I'm crossing my fingers that this will be the episode that will start to peel off the layers of nonsense that I didn't like about Ingrid. All right. So if you're ready to watch along with me, let's go. Let's do this. So I'm about to get ready to press play, but if you are new here, I take this moment to just give you an overview of how my watch-along process works. And of course, if you're not new, skip ahead to the countdown or the review. I'll see you one way or the other. Okay, so newbie, listen up. As mentioned previously, I'm streaming from Amazon. I line up at 0000. I skip whatever commercials comes before, depending on, I guess, your location, I'm not sure. But either way, I line up at 0000. I do a countdown to play, 3, 2, 1, play. And then you'll see a visual cue when I'm playing, pausing, and when I'm rewinding, as well, of course, my vocal cue. Now, I tend to pause for 3 specific reasons. Number 1, lagging, buffering issues. Number 2, because I want to rewind back to a particular part in the episode to check something out. And number 3, I want to just have a break or a pause to have a commentary moment with you. I call it my tete-a-tete. And that's pretty much that. And if I'm going to rewind, I'll let you know if I'm going back 10 seconds, 20 seconds, what thereof. And also, lately, I've included a timer that unfortunately resets at 0 because I'm doing it post-edit. But what it does is, along with a timestamp that I put on the screen for you, it gives you an idea where in the episode I'm at. Just in case you're out of sync for whatever reason, you'll know to kind of do the calculation from where I started to where the timer's at, and then you'll know where in the episode I'm likely at. It may be off by 1 or 2 seconds, but it's the best indication that you can get. So if you're ready to watch this episode, let's do it. It's easy, easy peasy. But as a reminder, I do offer a stress-free alternate version to this reaction. Details about it is in the description. Just reminding you of that. Okay, let's go watch this. Okay, I am ready to count down to play. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, play. Jamie! Finally! Oh, okay. Powerful orgasm. We're gonna see him walk on water? Wow. Wow. I'd be confident too. I'd be like, oh my god, I can walk on water. It's good. It's a good prank though. Of course. Princess Leia there, she's all like, what is this? Yeah, bye. It's awkward. Mm. It's weird for me because Nora's the only normal, relatable female character so far. It's really weird. They wish, huh? That's funny. Oh my gosh. What a bitch. Hmm. Oh, oh, Nathan. Yeah. That's the perfect way to summarize that whole fucking scene. What the fuck? That's a no. Oh my gosh. Francis! Why would you accidentally say that in front of the woman like that? That's a little harsh. Oh my god. What is gonna happen to him? Oh my goodness. Take the case, you... Okay. Saran wrap the fucking thing. What the? Oh my gosh. I don't know if I could handle that. Oh my goodness. I'm claustrophobic as it is. It's a nightmare. Okay, dude, for real. For real. You'd have to really put up with that? So... Did you just throw it on the floor? The least she could do is, like, wrap it up in plastic or something. Put it in a bag. That looks like something he'd like. I don't get it. Like, what? What am I looking at? Oh, that's so cool! That is awesome! Ingrid looks amazing. She's great. I don't know about that bow in the front, though. Jeez. Better for him. Hard pass. Nope. Send me back to Vegas. %90. Oh, goodness. Oh my god. Cute kitty. I love cats. Really? You're gonna go to every picture and do that? How are you gonna sneak that box out? Hope she doesn't get caught. This is a little... Of course. Smell it. Chuck it in your bag while you're at it. Come on. She won't notice. Come on. She puts it back in the box. I'd just put it in my bag. Till you die in one. They're bonding on the weirdest thing. Okay. Oh, great. Somebody's following her? He doesn't look sketchy at all. Hey, this is a lot better. It ain't you. I love how she said that. Oh, shit. Oh. Why did she do that, though? But the mom had to think about that one. So Nora just suspected somebody would come and try and steal it from Ingrid? Don't touch him. Luke. That's very considerate. It is Luke, right? Huh. Tell him it wasn't you. Somehow, please get around to that. Yes. Nothing. Is he gonna say it again? Yes. It's called honor. Points for Nora. Good for you, girl. Don't prank him again and he falls in the water. Don't do it. Damn it. Right? That's what I was thinking too. Okay. Review coming up. Okay, episode 8. Okay, so I'm really trying to work out my feelings with it, because if you watched along with me, it seemed, no, it was the case. It wasn't a seeming thing. I was half irritated and half enjoying, maybe more irritated. I'm not sure. But there are takeaways from this episode that I do want to express, and I genuinely like. So before I get to them, I'm going to kind of bring up what I didn't like. And that, or more or less, it's not about didn't like, I'm disappointed. And the disappointment came out with some agitation, a little bit in my voice and stuff for certain scenes. I would say my disappointment or agitation while watching this episode really hit the peak when Lucy took over Nora's avatar and, had Nathan pour his heart out. That kind of deception and dishonesty, just in and of itself, especially from an authority figure, someone who's in authority, it's bad enough that Lucy's such a terrible person, right, in this show, and then you have her do this one thing that is so, it's just so horrible, because I'm thinking to myself, isn't she not going to realize at some point when Nora is no longer suspended, that's going to probably come back to bite her? You know what I mean? Anyways, there's just something so rude and cruel about the fact she went and did that. And that's where I start to get all miffed about certain things in the episode. So that's the main thing I did not like. But overall, believe it or not, there are some really positive takeaways I want to talk about. So let's get into that. So the first one, very tiny thing, but it matters to me, especially if you've been watching my previous reactions and my comments about Alicia. From the last episode. So, this episode showed Alicia actually doing something good and right. So I'm like, there's hope, maybe. There's hope. Because, as I said in my previous reaction, and I don't want to go too much on it, I don't like how Alicia's been characterized in this show. However, in this episode, she decided not to mind her own business, which was a good thing. Right? Especially in that moment where she's like, should I or should I not? And she went out of her way to help Nora figure out, to get to LA. And she was helpful. She was a helpful friend. So for the little screen time this actress got, this character, for the first time, made a positive, tiny impression on me. And that's good. That's progress. I'd rather progress than no progress. Which leads into my second takeaway, and that is, okay, I finally see, especially at the point where Ingrid is almost losing her mind thinking that she lost Nathan, that shows that, okay, there is an aspect of her that does genuinely care for Nathan and his well-being, but it still wasn't enough for me to be like, is there more to her that I would want to care to see her continue to even have a relationship with Nathan? That's what I'm trying to get at, and I apologize if I haven't been able to articulate that better, because how I'm seeing it is if Nora's going to be competition to Ingrid, let it be a fair competition. And what I mean by that is that Ingrid is there's more negative aspects to her shown than there are positives, so it's an easy swing to be like, okay, pick Nora, she's a better woman. And that's why it's kind of disappointing for me, because it's like I was hoping they would show the better aspects of Ingrid by this point for me to go, maybe, okay, he should stay with Ingrid. Maybe there's more to her. And they showed a little bit of it, but to me, not enough for me to be like, okay, stay with Ingrid. She's perfect for you. You know what I mean? I want the competition between Ingrid and Nora to be a fair one, where hopefully, maybe in episode 9 and episode 10, Ingrid will be at an even playing level with Nora so that Nathan can make a more informed decision. I think I'm hoping a little much too far on that one, but who knows? They just might surprise me, since it seems that from last episode, the plot drives very forward to the next episode, so anything's possible. And the next takeaway that I actually appreciated seeing, and I thought it was a really great way to introduce the episode itself, was that faulty memory of Jamie and Nathan arguing. So what I'm interpreting so far, based on what I saw, is that there was definitely some antagonism going on between Jamie and Nathan. And now that I think back to episode 1, which I'm going to now rewatch actually before I get to episode 9 and 10, because in episode 1, they were very amicable with each other, and so if there is corrupted memories of arguments or heated conversations that's been erased by the time we had reached episode 1, that means that Jamie was kind of putting on an act. Perhaps, right? He wasn't what he seemed in episode 1. Of course, I'll have to go back to episode 1 to double check on that, but I love the idea of being able now to compare the two so I can perhaps, hopefully, predict a little further what could possibly happen in the finale. And the next sequence that I really enjoyed in this episode was definitely the exploration of these budget VR options. Oh my goodness. When you see what Lakeview is, even though Lakeview has its imperfections, but then you see the contrast if you have no money, if you are poor, like the mother seems. I don't know, is she poor or is she just cheap? But either way, there's such a drastic difference in quality. It's no wonder that in this world, if you ain't got no money, you ain't got no quality of anything. I mean, down to the point where, Nora's pretty much bashing people in the head so they don't take her veggies. Anyways, in some ways, I'm like, well, at least there are options, right? Because what if it was just Lakeview? Like, that was it. You either could afford it or you couldn't. And you couldn't go anywhere else or do anything else, That could have been a possibility. And that would be even shittier for Nathan if he really couldn't escape Lakeview and he was stuck with perhaps a tyrannical Ingrid as a caretaker. And the last takeaway from this episode that I really appreciated seeing, because it goes along with what I was kind of complaining about when it came to Nora pursuing Nathan, I liked how at the end of the episode, she sees, that Nathan should show the proper respect to Ingrid first, communicate, right? Communicate first before engaging in his feelings towards her. And from the very beginning, my discomfort with their whole fling, so to speak, was because there was a level of dishonesty on Nathan's end. And this whole, we're going to do it behind Ingrid's back. And even though Ingrid is still, in my opinion, at this point in time, a terrible person, I felt that there was just too much to risk because Ingrid had so much power to just delete Nathan, literally. And why would you put yourself in that kind of jeopardy? And in this case, in this episode, Nora got to know Ingrid a little bit. They connected with about a TV show. I would have kind of wanted them to connect on different things, to be honest, but whatever. They had a bonding moment through that, and she was able to see that Ingrid is not such a terrible person, and it seemed from that point on, Nora had a little bit more respect towards Ingrid, thus at the end telling Nathan to go and talk to Ingrid because she notices that Ingrid does care about Nathan in her own way, and she's being respectful of that. So I can only predict that in episode 9 and 10, some kind of honesty, truce may come to pass with Ingrid and Nathan, and it will be a happy ending, hopefully. Right? Nathan will be able to not be deleted by Ingrid. Maybe it will be a mutual kind of parting. Who knows? I have a lot of theories, but I'm going to kind of save it for episode 9. So, there you have it. That is my reaction and review of episode 8. I am very much looking forward to episode 9. I hope we get some details about what happened to Fran. I haven't forgotten Fran. And one of you were kind enough to remind me, or more or less, I wouldn't say remind me, but tell me and correct me, that Fran could not have gotten uploaded anywhere because she was in the water. Like, you need a body to be uploaded. Duh. And thank you for that correction. I do appreciate it. So yeah, I hope we at least find the wreckage of her car at minimum. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. The prompt is there on the screen. I know you see it. I know you see it. Nonetheless, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you for episode 9 of Upload. For now, I'm Asha. Peacing out. Bye. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos and subscribe. You know you wanna.